that conversation because that never happened. Never happened.
You know what, Evelyn?
Listen to me. This is bull.
Shaunie O'Neal's hubby has finally spoken out about her. At 50, Shaunie O'Neal has been in the headlines all the time. Her husband now gives his version of events, and what he says might change how others view her. The surprising news has everyone talking. Let's look at his revelation and how it could affect her going forward.
The bathroom.
That's not your side.
That's why they got his and her bathroom?
No, that was my side.
How come in every house the woman gets a bigger bathroom and a bigger closet?
What do you guys need a bigger one for?
Because I got a bigger ass than you.
Shaunie O'Neal's spouse has finally spoken up, and his remarks are getting attention. Shaunie, 50, is said to have made a name for herself outside of being Shaquille O'Neal's ex. However, because of the conflict between her past and present, people can't stop talking about her. For years, Shaunie and Shaq's marriage was a major source of contention. To their followers, they seemed like a power couple, but behind closed doors, things weren't always that perfect. Shaq is coming clean now and admitting that he was the problem. Even his own treatment of her is being criticized, and he is accepting responsibility for his conduct. Because of this extraordinary level of openness from someone of his caliber, people are viewing their split in a very new light.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, stand to your feet. I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Henderson.
Shaunie, on the other hand, has moved on. She is happily married to Pastor Keon Henderson and living her best life right now. However, it does not mean she is ignoring Shaq's admission. She has truly acknowledged it, saying that although she values his openness, she has long since moved on from that chapter of her life. What makes this tale significant? As it addresses growth, regret, and the power of truth. As Shaq's comments remind us, even the biggest celebrities have regrets, and sometimes they find out too late. Regarding Shaunie, her tale exemplifies resilience and indicates that one may emerge from sadness with more serenity, health, and strength.
Get it from you then, Mom.
I mean, like, can we start at like a decent $1,500 a month apartment?
2000.
Famous philanthropist, businessman, and TV personality Shaunie O'Neal was born Vash Chandra Carlett Nelson in Wichita Falls, Texas, on November 27, 1974. She initially gained popularity due to her marriage to NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, but she has since established herself in the entertainment industry. She was able to create and executive produce Basketball Wives, a reality series on VH1 that aired in 2010 because to her extensive business skills. The show emphasizes the personal and professional challenges faced by women who are romantically linked with professional basketball players. Shaunie's position as a key figure in reality TV was cemented when its popularity gave rise to spin-offs like Baller Wives and Basketball Wives LA. In addition to her work on television, Shaunie is the creator and star of the reality series Shaunie's Home Court, which provides an intimate glimpse into her daily life as a mother and entrepreneur. She demonstrated her versatility as a businesswoman and ventured beyond entertainment in 2011 when she collaborated with Chinese Laundry to produce a footwear collection. Shaunie's personal life has been the subject of much admiration. She married Shaquille O'Neal at the Beverly Hills Hotel on December 26, 2002. Together, they have 4 children: Sharif, Amira, Shaker, and Miera. Shaunie is also the parent of Miles, her child from a previous relationship. Despite their 2011 divorce, Shaunie and Shaquille have remained friendly co-parents who prioritize the well-being of their children. In May 2022, Shaunie married Pastor Keon Henderson, beginning a new chapter in her life that integrated her family life with her ongoing professional endeavors.
It was awesome. She really was. It was all me. I was just, look, we don't need to talk about what I was doing, but I wasn't protecting her and protecting those vows. So, sometimes when you live that double life, you get caught up in.
Shaunie O'Neal's husband, Shaquille O'Neal, has finally spoken up about their marriage and isn't holding back. In a rare moment of openness, the NBA veteran said that he was the reason behind their split.
Being greedy. I had the perfect situation. Wife was finer than a mug. Kept get baby still finer than a mug. I had it all. Just sometimes And I don't make excuses. I know I'm messed.
In a 2022 interview on the Pivot podcast, Shaq openly called himself a D-head and took full responsibility for their split. But Shaq didn't offer any justifications or assign blame to Shaunie. Instead, he accepted his mistakes and said that he didn't realize what he had until it was gone. That's a significant statement coming from a man who was once one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
I don't like to use the term baby mamas. I have two wonderful women that have given me beautiful, gorgeous children. I have to protect, I have to provide, and I have to love for them forever. That's why I work so hard. Don't work for me. I got it all. I got to work for them. I got to work for my 6.
Shaq also admitted that losing Shaunie was tough since she was his best buddy. He claimed to have it all, a family, prosperity, and a strong woman at his side, but he squandered it all. Such regret? It has a significant impact. Shaunie ultimately tells her side of the story in her upcoming biography, Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms, which will be released in 2024. After finding out about the book, Shaq wrote, oh, now I'm just playing, and then complimented her. It's clear that they have reached a mutual respect level, even if their love story didn't end happily. The interesting aspect is that Shaunie has admitted that she isn't even sure if she was truly in love with Shaq in hindsight. Even if that's a shocking statement, it just shows how much she's evolved since their split. Shaq also refused to compromise on the truth. I was a D-head, he declared categorically. No finger-pointing, no justifications, just the reality. He expressed tremendous grief for not appreciating what he had and acknowledged full responsibility for their shattered marriage. He also called Shaunie his best friend and admitted that losing her was one of his worst mistakes. Furthermore, Shaunie made reference to Shaq's habit of going missing, which, let's be honest, sounds like she's referring to his alleged infidelity. Although fans have been making assumptions about this for years, she is now giving us the truth. This time, what's different? As everyone has long believed, Shaq is now demonstrating that he was the problem. Shaunie, too? She is retracting her statement. No drama, no bitterness, just two people reflecting on what went wrong. The answer? It was huge. Relationship gurus, media sources, and fans all had something to say. Major websites like TMZ and People quickly publicized Shaq's candid admission. His words were, "I understand. The phrase, 'I wouldn't have loved me either,' gained popularity right away." Many praised him for finally taking full responsibility, calling his honesty unusual, especially for a well-known person. On social media, fans had a range of reactions. Shaq has apologized in many interviews, according to a Reddit poster, who called it refreshing to see a man take full accountability. Shaq was commended by others for his maturity. Others weren't so understanding, saying that Shaunie's apologies wouldn't make his sorrow go away. Some followers on Twitter even quipped that this was Shaq's biggest disappointment, proving that no amount of NBA victories can save a broken marriage. Relationship experts have noted that Shaq's public accountability is unique and could encourage others in bad situations to own up to their mistakes. According to people close to the ex-couple, Shaq and Shaunie have moved on and are now co-parenting well despite their tumultuous past. In addition to being Shaq's ex-wife, Shaunie O'Neal has built a solid reputation throughout the years. But is all the recent discussion about their history changing her reputation? Fans are applauding Shaq for finally facing up to his faults, and media sources like People and TMZ have taken note of his words, as seen by the fact that their tale continues to captivate the public years after Shaq made his huge confession that he was the problem in their marriage. However, how does Shaunie handle that? She's making it obvious that she's moved on. Her discussions have focused on the here and now, including topics such as her career, personal growth, and her happy marriage to Pastor Keon Henderson. She doesn't intend to go back in time. However, when an NBA legend publicly expresses grief over losing you, the world will pay attention. Shaunie's book, Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms, is also adding to the conversation. In it, she admits that, looking back, she's not sure if she was ever truly in love with Shaq. That is a huge proclamation that is changing the course of events. Instead of only seeing her as Shaq's ex, people now see her as a lady who found her own strength and individuality after the marriage ended. So, What does all of this mean for Shaunie's standing in society? She's actually winning. Instead of being trapped in the shadow of her past, she is proving that she is more than just an ex-wife. Along with being a mother, wife, and businesswoman, she overcome difficulties to become a stronger person. Shaq has always been forthright about his regrets, but his current statements appear to be different. Perhaps it's because Shaunie recently wrote her memoir in which she admitted she wasn't even convinced she had ever been sincerely in love with him. That's a powerful remark, and it could have compelled Shaq to respond in a way that ultimately ends the dispute. Additionally, keep in mind that Shaq has years of experience in the spotlight and is an expert tale manipulator. By taking ownership of his actions and owning up to his shortcomings, he is transforming his reputation. He is no longer seen as the unfaithful ex, but rather as a man who has grown up, learned, and come to terms with his errors. Excellent work. All this does is strengthen Shaunie's brand. She is now more than just Shaq's ex-wife. She is a strong, successful woman who made her own way in the world. With the publication of her book, her prosperous career, and her happy marriage to Keon Henderson, she is proving that she is not living in the past. And it's popular among people. It is clear that Shaq and Shaunie have both learnt from their errors, even if their story has many highs and lows. While Shaq is exhibiting a new level of maturity by finally owning up to his mistakes, Shaunie is standing by her principles. They both continue to be inspired by their experiences. How do you feel about Shaq's admission? Kindly provide your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more updates on your favorite stars.